My name is Christine. I work here at the Farmingdale Public Library, and today I'd like to talk to you about the job search and some tips and tricks that you can use while conducting a job search. So I'm gonna just do this. Okay, so job hunting. It is a job, and it's important to remember that you need to allocate time to it. And during this time, you might not be able to take personal calls and do chores and do other things. Pretend that you're at work and you're doing your job of job hunting. So stay on track, set yourself up for success. You want to select a quiet place with a telephone, have a notebook and pen available, write down your schedule for the day, plan the steps that you'll take, and keep a record of your steps and activities, including what has worked well and what hasn't. Write things down. Don't rely on your memory. It's going to all start to blur together. Write down who you spoke to, when, what you applied to, etc. Keep track of every ad and posting that you answer, every phone call you make, every interview scheduled and have the company's contact information available, every application that you fill out, and every referral and telephone number of people who can help you. You can break the job search down into 3 stages. The first would be the preparation stage. And here you're going to identify appropriate skills and abilities. You really want to take a look at yourself, do a self-assessment. You're going to write your job or career objective, what you're looking for. And you want to research individual referrals, community opportunities, and job announcements. You want to research the job announcements before moving into the written communication stage, because you'll want to use the keywords in job listings for your resume. The more keywords in your resume that match the job posting, the better off you'll be. So when you move into the written communication stage, that's where you're going to produce your resume and your job search letters. And then you'll move into the employer contact stage, where you're going to be conducting information or networking interviews, managing job interviews, negotiating salaries and benefits. Okay, so some tips for job searching. So grow your professional network and widen your search with people and businesses or organizations you're interested in. Use multiple job search resources. So don't just go to the same website every day checking for the new jobs. Diversify. I'm going to show you a whole bunch of different job search websites. So check multiple ones every day. Look around. Don't just rely on the internet either. Consider signing up with several temporary agencies if that fits your needs. And prepare to spend at least 4 hours a day doing job searching. You don't have to job search all day, every day. We don't want to get frustrated or depressed, but you do want to be productive in the hours you set aside. So set some goals for a specific number of new contacts per day, or a specific number of job listings that you're going to apply to. Just have something concrete and stick to it. Continuing on with our tips. You want to write or call to thank everyone who gives you a lead. Look for hiring now and help wanted signs when you're out and about. Just be aware of what's around. You never know what you might find. Be willing to do or accept volunteer work or internships to fill the gap between paid work assignments, but just make sure that you're leaving time for your search. If the volunteer work isn't where you want to end up, you don't want to fill your calendar with 40 to 50 hours of volunteer work and then have nothing left for your search. Make a lasting impression by giving each person you meet your personal card. This isn't a company's business card. This is something you would make up for yourself. I have an example of it in just a minute. And stay positive and stick with your plan. Okay. So your only is your superpower. Are you going to be the only woman working at a job? The only person who speaks 2 languages? Don't look at it as something that is a hindrance. Look at it as something that sets you apart and makes you unique. Don't judge yourself against anyone else or anyone else's timeline. This is important, especially if your job search is maybe not going the way you want it to go. Things will happen. Everything comes for different people at different times. There's no mistakes if you learn something, and apply before they're even looking. So what this means is that they say 70 to 80% of jobs are actually filled without even being posted. So think about how you can get in touch with your network and how you can make more connections so that you're top of mind when people are looking to hire. Okay. And create your LinkedIn. this is a great place to add information about yourself beyond the resume to really make yourself stand out. Having a LinkedIn profile can only make you more accessible. So just make sure you spend time and make it nice and clean and no errors and just your best version of yourself. Okay. So this is an example of that personal marketing card that I mentioned. So you put your name, your job title, your phone number, your email. You can have them made up at a copy shop, just something clean, and just so you have something to hand to people as you meet them. Okay. Here's an elevator pitch that I recommend everyone watches. It is available on YouTube just by searching Vanessa Edwards, the best elevator pitch. Just search that and it should come right up. I do recommend that you watch this or watch something else, and you really need to develop an elevator pitch when you're doing a job search, because you never know when you're going to get in touch with someone who might have something that fits your needs, and you want to be able to clearly explain what you're looking for or what you're trying to do. And because if you can't tell other people what you want, then they can't take that and help you. So preparing an elevator pitch is really a great idea for a job search, and this is a good starter for it. So again, you would just search on YouTube, Vanessa Edwards, The Science of People. Okay. Okay. Volunteer work. So volunteering is a great way to meet people and make contacts, sharpen your skills, build your self-confidence, learn about possible job openings, try out work that you want to learn to know more about. Is this job really for you? Learn what particular type of work or organization is really like. It may seem glamorous, but maybe the reality is that it's not, or it's just not what you want to do, or vice versa. You didn't think you wanted to do it, but actually you find it really fulfilling. It can also be a great way to get into the habit of working again or working a certain schedule. And then thinking outside the box. There's so many places to look besides career sites. As we said, not all jobs are filled through job listings. So some ideas: the school placement office, adult education, colleges, universities, local schools, job training programs. There's plenty of these from the government, social service, religious, nonprofit agencies. Reach out to former employers and coworkers. Look at retail stores, libraries, churches, and other businesses and public places where there might be signs or information about resources that you didn't know about. Okay. So now I'd like to take a minute and go into some resources that I think would be beneficial. The first of these is the Onnet Interest Profiler. You can get to it from onnetonline.org. This is a U.S. Department of Labor site, and it is really excellent. Excuse me. Okay. So basically what it is a tool for career exploration and job analysis. They have detailed descriptions of jobs and the outlook for those jobs and what skills you need for them and what jobs match what interests. And it's just a great resource. So there's a couple different aspects of it here. Over here under Find Occupations. So the first thing I want to show you is you can search by bright outlook, which means you can ask which jobs are expected to grow rapidly in the next several years or will have large numbers of job openings. And this is important because you don't want to spend time looking for jobs or fields that aren't expected to grow. You don't want to be looking for a job in a field that's being phased out. So you can search by rapid growth or numerous job openings or both. I'll just click on rapid growth. And this is not going to give me job listings, but it's going to give me occupations where they're projected to grow faster than average for the next 10 years, or we're already into it, so until 2029. So all these have a bright outlook. So actuaries, acute care nurses, athletes, athletic trainers, bartenders, chiropractors, many, many, many fields. Going back, you can also search, find occupations. You can search by industry, job family, job zone, STEM. So here on industry, just give you an example. And there's a whole list of different fields. So let's say you think you want to work in construction, but you're not sure what type of construction. There's all these different jobs that would be listed as construction. And they also give you the projected growth, projected job openings. So right away, this second one, terrazzo workers and finishers, I'm not sure if I said that right. I don't think I did. That projected growth is declining. So you probably would not want to go out and start spending time searching for those jobs unless you're already trained. And that would be a different story, of course. But all right, so moving on, let's go back. So finding occupations, there's a couple more things. Advanced search over here. This is pretty cool because you can focus on occupations that use a specific tool or software, or occupations that already have your skills. So if I click on skills search and then search, there's a whole bunch of different skills, and then you can select them, and you can select several. So let's say I am good at writing, and let's see, persuasion, and we'll just do those two for now. Okay, so this is giving me 317 matches of occupations that they think these skills are matched for. And so it's just a great way to take what you already have, what you already know about yourself, and see where you can, what career you can pursue with that. You can also search, one that's interesting is this one, work activities, where it gives you actual things that they do in the job, and you can see, so things that would be done on the job. Okay, so for example, general types of job behaviors occurring on multiple jobs. So one of them is information input. And if I clicked on here, getting information, I'm going to get a list of occupations where getting information is considered an important activity at that job. Okay. So, and the last thing I want to show you, there's a bunch more things that you can look at. Again, it's onnetonline.org, but I want to show you this My Next Move, which if you click on it, you can get to it separately also, mynextmove.org, where you can link from here. This is for people who are not sure what they want to do. You can search careers with keywords and you'll get information about them. You can search careers by industry, and then you can also take this questionnaire to see what type of work you might enjoy. So I'm going to click on this, and it's the interest profiler, which can help, it says it can help you find out what your interests are and how they relate to the world of work. You can find out what you like to do. So it's 60 questions about work activities that some people do on their jobs, and you would rank them based on how you feel about it. You don't need to think about education or training, like, do I have enough education for this? Just think about if you would like or dislike doing the work. It only takes a few minutes. There's no right or wrong answers. I'm not going to take it, of course, but I'll just start. I'll just show you the first screen. So you would rank all these things: building kitchen cabinets, helping people with personal or emotional problems, proofreading records or forms. So you rank all of them. And then when you get to the end, it gives you job fields that they think would match your interests. And then it also takes those jobs and it matches them with education level. So you can get different fields for different education levels that are all still related to your interests. So it really only takes 20 minutes, maybe, not even. So if you are not sure and you're looking to make a career change, or you're just starting your job search, the My Next Move and the Onnet are great resources. So a few more things that I wanted to mention to you all is the next one is for local, the Town of Oyster Bay Career Centers. And the workforce partnerships are located in Hicksville and Massapequa for the Town of Oyster Bay. They're free services, mostly available virtually right now. They have career counselors, computer trainings and workshops, access to computers, photocopiers, telephones, really everything you need to do your job search if you feel that your home environment is not conducive to it. Right now, you do need appointments, but you can just go to this website on oysterbaytown.com. Sorry, excuse me. Departments up here. It is under intergovernmental affairs and then the workforce partnership. So to actually register, you can link here to the WP.org. And this would be where you could register and make an appointment. And this is just another service that is available locally. It says their mission is to enhance the productivity and competitiveness of local employers by developing and coordinating resources that meets their needs while facilitating employment opportunities for all job seekers. Okay. So there's a ton of information there. The Career Centers, one is on Hicksville Road in Massapequa, and the one in Hicksville is on Old Country Road. So next, I'd like to talk about the New York State Department of Labor. This has a ton of resources and direct job listings. So the website is www.labor.ny.gov. Okay, we're going to click right here onto jobs and careers once we get there. Right here, so jobs and careers, it's also right here, search for jobs. But if you click on find a job, a couple of different things. So there's the New York State Job Bank. There's also this one, New York Hire Now, which is immediate hiring opportunities. So let's just say you're not looking for your perfect career, you're not looking for the perfect job, you just need something for right now. This is a great place to look. It was started after COVID, and it's just listings of immediate job openings. So you can search by keyword, you can limit it to where you are, filter by city, filter by title. So this is you need to check it often because it does change a lot. All right. And there's also Getting Back to Work, some resources, tips, information about employment. And the other thing that's here is apprenticeships, excuse me. And this is trades and union type information. So becoming an apprentice, also if you have a business and you want to become an apprenticeship program, and explore trades. This would be more union information about the trade list. Okay. So if you're interested in going into that type of work, I recommend looking on this website on the Department of Labor. All right, view recruitments, I think is actually, yes, right, apprenticeship opportunities. So this is labor unions that are actually recruiting currently. So the plumbers we have right now, and you always want to pay attention to the closing dates because they're very strict about those. Okay. So all of that can be accessed on labor.ny.gov. Another great site is the U.S. Department of Labor careeronestop.org. And this is again about, I'm not going to go to it, but it has training opportunities, it has job searches, has careers. This is the U.S. Department of Labor has the Onnet website, and they also have this one, Career One Stop. So there's a little bit of overlap with those two. And some websites where you can look to find jobs. The first, of course, is LinkedIn.com. And the second link right here, linkedin.com/jobs. You should be able to use this link to access the job listings without creating an account. So if you don't have a LinkedIn account, you can use this second link. One tip I recommend, if you're on LinkedIn, it's a good idea to follow the companies that you're interested in working for. It just is another way to show that you have genuine interest in the company, not just in a job. Okay, there's Indeed.com, which has tons of listings for jobs. It's also where a lot of people go. So you want to make sure that you're not just going to Indeed.com. Glassdoor is another website where they have lots of job listings. This one is a little different than Indeed. Let's just show it to you. Okay. It has a lot of salary information, company reviews, interview questions. So it's another good resource. We have themuse.com. This website, this job search site actually is specific to finding companies whose people, perks, and values align with your unique professional needs. So this is a lot about community, company culture, and what type of, what makes a company unique from the perspective of people who work there, what their values are. I mean, do they do a lot of charitable work on the side? Do they have, remote working, things like that. So workplaces that fit your lifestyle is what they bill themselves as. Hiring Now, that's the one that we mentioned from the New York State Department of Labor for jobs that are readily available, set up by New York after COVID. New York State, this is state jobs, statejobsny.com. The New York State court system is right here, newyorkcourts.gov/careers. Nassau County has a website for employment. It's here. You can always freeze the screen and copy the websites. New York City jobs. So this, I just want to click on this because the jobs are sorted by interest. So you can't just get a general listing of all the jobs. You kind of have to have something that you're searching for. So whether it's a keyword or an agency, it's not, they don't just post all the newest listings here in that order. Okay. Okay. New York State Civil Service, www.cs.ny.gov if you're looking for civil service jobs. Those will be on the state level. There's also the local level. Nassau County and Suffolk County have their own. I don't think I have those here, but you can search Nassau Civil Service on Suffolk County Civil Service and their website should come up. But I think this website might have links to all the counties. So, okay. New York job search resources. We have the town of Hempstead. We have jobs there. In the United States courts, we have U.S. Customs and Border Protection. MTA has a website. FlexStaff, that's a Northwell Health temp agency. So if you're in if you're looking for a healthcare job. Nassau BOCES is here. Eastern Suffolk BOCES. The Goodwill Industries, they have a lot of jobs often. Okay, if you're just looking for hourly work, Snag a Job might be a good resource. The Ladders is specifically for executive jobs that are over 100,000 in a salary. Flex Jobs specializes in remote and freelance jobs. The Idealist, this is where you can find volunteer work and internships. And this is based on, the website is, it's, join us wherever you are to help out and build a better world. So the type of jobs here are going to be for people who want to volunteer, donate, lend a hand, that type of thing. All right, and this is a job finder newsletter. We have this at the library. It's just a little job finder, just a few jobs listed I think it comes out weekly. Okay. And a list of temp agencies, if you are interested, these are all pretty local. Lloyd Staffing, the National Recruiting Group, Winston Resources, Adecco Staffing Agency, Manpower North America, Kelly Services, RGIS, and Robert Half, and accounttemps.com. Okay. And then I wanted to mention our resource called Data Axle Reference Solutions. It's a Farmingdale Library database. You can use this to search and compare businesses as well as find jobs. So I will show you this very quickly. You can go to our website, farmingdalelibrary.org, click here on databases. We can do databases A to Z. Go to D. For Data Axle. Okay. Great, continue. Okay, so you just have to enter your library card number. You can also use it in the library. If you don't have a library card, you can access it in the library. So here, US jobs and internships, that's where you can search job postings. It's supported by Indeed, I believe. Anyway, I'm sorry. I believe it's supported by Indeed, those job listings. But here, US businesses, what you can do, you can search for specific businesses and find out information about them. You can also then take that information and compare different businesses. This is a very in-depth, it's not a hard process, but it is a little in-depth. So if you want us to show it to you, you can certainly give us a call or come into the library and we'd be happy to give you a quick tutorial. Or you can play around with it and just kind of search for businesses. Let me just search for something. Let's try Starbucks, thinking about coffee. So if I click on the Starbucks, this is giving me an Arizona one. I think I accidentally clicked on Arizona. But what you can do here, there's job listings. Yes, it is by Indeed. Specific job listings. It also has an industry profile, business demographics. This would be for the specific location, not for the entire corporation. But you can find out like the parent company, hours of operation. Sometimes they have business expenditures. So if you're really looking to research a company before an interview, this is a great place to do it. And then just for example, if I click on the Starbucks Corporation, I would get all of that data. So we have some executives listed, a lot of executives, and all that, excuse me. Their expenditures, volume, sales volume, business history. So a ton of data to go through. And let's see. Okay, we also have a database called Learning Express. And this is a place where you can find tests, tutorials, ebooks. The section over here, career preparation, has a lot of information about just different types of jobs and what kind of careers to look into. And then the Job and Career Accelerator has a lot of tools to actually search for a job. So resume building, cover letters. I'm just gonna click over to it. I already signed in, but you can access it from the website, the Farmingdale website, and just click again on databases. Okay, so the home over here. This again is a brief overview. We have tutorials on the website. We have a tutorial on YouTube that you can also link to. I'm going to show you the career preparation. You do need to create an account to truly access all of the things that this database offers because they kind of track your progress. So if you start a tutorial, you can pick up where you left off. If you are taking a test, you know, it monitors your score. So I'm just going to sign in really quickly. Okay, I thought I did this before, sorry. Okay, so going back to the home, this would be your center. This would where your progress is, and you can get to that up here, my center. So under career preparation, there's learning more about a career, job search and workplace skills. There's a ton of exam prep, civil service exams, air traffic controller, electrician and plumbing. So just for that one, for example, if you click on it, it has practice exams, ebooks, and actual tests for, actual tests that you can practice with. Okay, and then just very quickly, I want to show you in here in the Job and Career Accelerator, there's a resume and job letter builder. And this has a really great tutorial on building your resume and little details of how to make it better. It has a list of keywords for job industries. It's just a text-based tutorial, easy to follow. There's one for cover letters. I'm sorry, this is the tutorial here, great resumes and great cover letters. You can also use their career tool to actually build your resume if you'd like to do that. Okay. So again, this is available through the Farmingdale Library right on our website. It's available anytime, not just when we're open, so you can work on it late at night or early in the morning, on the weekends. And the last thing I want to show you is Nassau Digital Doorway, which this has ebooks, audiobooks, magazines, and they're all available for downloading with a library card. And I just wanted to show it to you because not only can you find books to read for fun or novels, I mean, you can read career books for fun, plenty of people do, but it's not just novels. There's a lot of magazines now. So you click to get to the magazines, you can click here on collections and they're over here. So if you're trying to, again, do research for an interview, maybe you want to look, let's see, we can search by subject over here. And how about business and finance? So you're about to have an interview and you want to feel like you know what's happening in the industry. So you don't have to subscribe to Kiplinger's, you don't have to buy it. You can just read the latest issue. Money Magazine, The Economist, Fast Company, what's going on at the companies you like. Inc., this is like a tech magazine. So there's a ton of great resources here. A lot of those magazines have paywalls, so you can't access their articles, but you can through this. And there's also, you can get some career books. You can search by title, or you can search where's nonfiction. So there's also some category careers. Plenty of books that are specifically on careers. And there's ebooks, there's audiobooks. So this is great. Another resource, you can read them on the website. You can download the app, Libby, to your phone or device, and you can have that with you wherever you go. And that's all I have for today. So I think that I've given you a lot of stuff to work with. If you have any questions, I'm here, Farmingdale Library. I'm here at the Farmingdale Library. You can call me at the reference desk or just come in. Any of us can help you with these resources. And thank you so much for being with us. And I hope you have a great day.